Okay, so which is the command npm start. So meantime it is starting. So we'll explain the what are the things we have done in this week. Okay, whoever wants to write a bullet points, you can able to simply take a notes. Hope everybody able to see my screen.
Yes.
Today is the revision. We'll start with revision session. So whoever is missed, right, then they will short form. Or whoever already know will get that. So what is the first point? We started the web application. We started with what is a web application. So what is a web application? So I will ask a question, you can able to answer, and then I can able to explain. Like that we'll go. What is a web application?
It is a software that runs on a browser.
So web application is nothing but a software component which used to develop by using web technologies, and then it will run on web browser. By using the web browser, you can able to run application. So this is the definition we said. Web application is nothing but a software component which can be developed by using the web technologies and then run on the web browser. So which is the web technologies?
JS,
Yes.
HTML, and CSS.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript.
Yes. Is that Angular is a web technology? Because Angular is used to develop web application, right? Is that one web technology? Can I say?
It's a framework.
Framework.
No. Yes, correct. So web technologies are HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript, which is the limitation or the instruction given by the World Wide Web. If it is not given, right, China will develop some more HTML, Chinese HTML, India will develop India's HTML. So every country or every company wants to develop their own uniqueness. What will happen? Some data you will transfer to me. I may feel that is the something else. The data transparency will not be there because the format of data will be changed, allocation change. I thought header will be the footer will be the header, like that will come. If you say dear sir at the top, regards at the end. So if regards at the top and dear sir, so like that, there can be a chance to miss the things. So to make it as a consistency across the world, they give an instruction like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, only the web technologies. On the top of this one, you can able to develop your own library of frameworks. Next. So what is the purpose behind to develop these web technologies? Just to transfer the documents in the Nuclear Research Center, which is in the Europe. Yes or no? We discussed that one. Next. What is the first version of HTML came into the outside? HTML 2.0. HTML 2.0. Next. And then we started with the HTML. What is HTML? HTML is nothing but a hypertext markup language. So why it is hypertext markup language? It having the some text on the top of the text, you are having some link, that is nothing but hypertext. This is called hypertext. If you hover over, right, markup language. He thought like Tim Berners-Lee in the 1980, if you want to transfer the data, I require some language. Without a language, I can't able to speak. Without language, you can't able to do some operation, whatever it is. If you want to pack the some things also, you require something. Oh, okay. So here he come up with the something is required to something. So the thing is a language is required to transfer the data, because data is ultimately language, right? User has to be understand. That too, it required hypertext. For example, it has the 100, 200 of pages or thousands of pages. It should be navigated from one place. This is the main purpose. Later, they given the CSS, cascading style sheets, in the 1993 to make the appearance easily. User has to see and feel, right? So this is the top, this is the footer, this is the table, this is the left. All things user has to be see and identify. And then if you want to see like this is the menu. So CSSRK. Later to develop a static, later we went for the what is a static web application. So what is a static web application?
Simple pages are starting a web
Correct.
application.
Simple pages static application. User can't able to interact, only see. Only user can see. No operations, nothing. This is nothing but a static application, which is the combination of HTML plus CSS. HTML and then CSS. But ultimately user has to be respond, right? If I want to something say transfer something to you, I require your feedback. Or else if you want to transfer something else, whatever it is, the user has to be interact. That is nothing but a dynamic web application. User ultimately interact. For example, if I want to recharge, I have to be interact. I have to post my give my phone number, plan I need to select, whatever it is. User has to be interact. Though, so that is nothing but a dynamic web application. It requires the user interaction. Next, which are the things used to develop user interactable web application? HTML, CSS, and then JavaScript.
JavaScript.
So Java and JavaScript both are developed by the same person. His name is Brendan H. So okay, don't worry about the names. So, but just to know, Java is fully different from the JavaScript. Java is came for the only set-top box program initially at the time. Sun Microsystem got that one. They are having this one set-top box program, switch on, switch off. Later, as per the requirements, it has the graphical changes and the Java came. So on the top of the Java, by seeing the Java, Microsoft came and developed their .NET, C#, F#, J#. If you know the Java, come with me and work like a J#. Same syntaxes. Okay. C#, same like C++, F#. So whatever the technology we have. Whoever came from the .NET, they know .NET supports 64 languages, but still companies across the world using the only 2 to 3. First one is C#, second one is VB.NET. Okay, so that is a different. Okay, next, what we have discussed? We have discussed about the. So inside of HTML, what are the things will be there? If I say HTML, what are the things it will be contains? Nothing but a core components of HTML.
Elements,
Correct. Elements,
attributes,
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 tags.
tags. Yeah, everybody please unmute and answer. So this is the time for everyone to answer. So as like Convere Karabata, I also need to give the some prize. Whoever came first, right? First hand first, then everybody will unmute. Yeah. Elements, attributes, tags.
tags.
So what is the element? So did we see an element earlier? Yes, in that intermediate we seen about we are having the periodic table. Periodic is all periodic table contains the elements, because this is the language which is developed in a, because Corona is came from the China, that's why they given the Chinese name. Same like that. Huh? Wherever they things are going right, relevant to that only they will give. So if you see the HTML always will refer the document. That's where contain the elements. Inside of the elements, these elements are nothing but a table, header, footer, body, all these things. To always replicate the document, because ultimately document contains the information. That why initial days we are having a file management system. Okay, from this file management system, we don't have the security. That's why we came to the relational database management system. That is nothing but a Oracle SQL. So nowadays again people are going to the NoSQL. Nothing but nothing to write. NoSQL is nothing but same file management system, but in this situation they went for the JSON pairs, key and value. And then nowadays we're having the cloud. So technologies drastically changes, but all the technology purpose is to send a information. That's it. This is the starting point for all the web applications. Next, types of elements. What we have seen? Types of elements. Everybody is following, right? Whoever missed earlier. Saili follow అవుతున్నారండి?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sure. Thank. Yeah. Types of elements.
Block level elements.
Yeah, Vishwanath, I'm appreciating for you coming to the class. So it is, you feel like it is very interesting because somebody also experienced in family, but your motive is too important. And I'm appreciating for that one. You come up with the learning in the second day itself.
Yes.
Vishwanath, yeah.
Yes.
So Vishnu, somebody was expert in their home, but still he wants to learn the thing because ultimately he wants to be a Angular developer, and then he wants to serve peace for their home. Okay, but I will fulfill that one. Everybody came up with a certain purpose exactly for the time. I am here, so I'm promising for everyone to make you as a full-fledged developer. Yes. So if you miss the session also, let me know. I will send you a recording. So already few people ask me about things. I will send you. Okay. So if whatever the situation you have, but take a 1 or 2 days, but don't worry about that one. If you are still interested, right? I will explain you separately if you're facing some unexpected situation. Okay. Types of elements. What are the types of elements?
Block element,
Correct.
Inline.
First one
inline
is the
element,
block
and
level element. Second
Block
one is the inline element. Third one is the empty element.
Empty elements.
So block level elements are nothing but elements which are having the default property given by the browser is the block level. Block. If you press F12 here, you can able to see the few attributes. See, this is my website, right? Simply wherever if I want, I can able to press F12.
Hmm.
Go to the elements. So you can able to see the elements. Here you can able to simply add div. Okay. So mostly we are going to use the div. Div is ultimately the block level element which will package all the elements things. Okay. See here, display block. Because of this display property, if you go to the body also, it contains the display property block. Display property block. Okay. The elements which are having a few predefined property as a block, those are nothing but a block level elements. Next, all block elements contain the starting and ending tag. Div starting and then div ending. Next, it will take the full width of the screen. So block means it contains the block. End to end is called as one block, A block, B block, C block in a classroom like that also. Okay, like that. So inline elements, default all elements in the HTML are the inline elements. But on the top of the inline elements, they will apply the default property is a block. That's why they are converted into the block level elements. Next, example for block level, sorry, inline elements, span, label, okay, li, these are the tags. Block level, division, table, body, tr, these are come under block level. What is the empty element? Empty element which will not represent any content, but it will represent the image. You can say in other words like empty elements contain the starting tag, no ending tag. So in your technology, wherever you are going to write with the starting without ending tag, for example, break, all input elements, next HR. So these will be come under empty elements. Which are the things we have seen? Next. After this, what we have started? We have started the next class with the browsers, types of browsers. Browser. So what is a browser? Browser used to parse the HTML, CSS, JavaScript. So we are frequently listening to two words are the one interview questions. What is the difference between the parsing and compilation? So .NET, Java, Python, PHP, all these technology will be compiled. All server side technology will be compiled. But HTML, CSS, JavaScript only parse. Parse is nothing but execution of the line one by one, one by one, one by one. Okay. Browser will parse. Parse is nothing but a execution of the execution one by one. One by one. We see an example. For example, what I have given, I just added the some document or ID on the load of the web application. Yes or no? What happened on that day? I think I removed. So what happened? So after document body is ready, then document is overriding another page, because that is an example of parsing. Parsing will parse it one by one, one by one, one by one. Next, which is the first browser name? First web browser, which is one?
www.
Corrected. World Wide Web, www. Later, Mosaic. So once you developed something else, you thought I can able to drive the company. That's why whoever developed this Mosaic, the Steam form as a company called Netscape Navigator. Netscape. Company name is the Netscape, and the browser is called Netscape Navigator. So sometimes if anybody something else, right? If you once you learn the technology, what you will do? You will do simply the switching the tech company, because the product once as per the product, as per the features of the product you want to purchase. So same like that one. Okay, I know these angle. So these are the things I can able to survive from in other company as well with this much of the package. So that will be the goal for us. Whatever it is, as a life, we have to see the different. We can't able to stick for one thing. So like that, Mosaic, whatever the peoples are the same, and for the other company started, that is simply a Netscape later Navigator. Later, Microsoft is came. They developed simply reverse engineering these Mosaic and Netscape Navigator, and they developed IE. So nowadays we're having the very famous one is the Chrome. Chrome is the developer friendly, as well as Selenium guys also. It was a little friendly, easy to launch the developer tools. Simply press the F12, you can able to easily launch the developer tools, and you can able to work. IE means little tricky, but whatever it is, as a part of the security reason, still few clients are using the IE. So IE will not allow the all the calls. It will block. Okay. But ultimately, if you are developing one application, the target is the 3 browsers majorly as of now in all the clients. First one is the Chrome, second one is the IE 11 mostly you are using, and then Mozilla. Nowadays, clients are asking about to check in Microsoft Edge as well. Microsoft Edge is a nowadays compared to the Chrome, it is also somewhat user friendly than the IE Internet Explorer. Okay, next. So this is the series of the web browsers. Later we started with the tags. What is a tag? Tags is used to represent the element. Ultimately, if you are seeing any element inside of this thing, right? Whatever the things you are going to develop, you will develop a body. Body is nothing but an element. Div is nothing but a one more element. But the tag division is an element which is represented by the tag div. Anchor is the element which is represented by the tag A. Okay, so this is the difference between the element and the tag. But ultimately, element contains the attributes and the tags. Okay, what is the attribute other than the tag? Remaining all are the attributes, simply attributes. You can simply say as the attribute, because sometimes we may confuse it. What is the attribute and what is the thing? Because why we require these attributes or whatever it is? So in Angular, if you are going to work, right, you are going to work with the component. Component is nothing but one selector of the element it will give. You are going to work with the directives. Directives are nothing but your attributes. Okay, so that's why we need to learn what is attribute and that. So the purpose of the attribute, it will add the first thing, appearance. Second one is the behavior. Appearance will be come by using the classes, IDs, style, all these things. For example, title. But behavioral will come by using the actionable events. For example, click event, focus event, blur event, all this. Okay. Next, what are the types of tags? Tag types: paired, unpaired tags, text tags, image tags,
List tag,
img tag,
tables,
table tag, after table list, after list
form.
form. So all these are the tags. Form means all input will be come under this form. Next. Next, what we have discussed? We have discussed about attribute. As of just now, we've seen about the definition. So attribute is nothing but it will add the behavior and appearance to an element. Remaining, other than the all the tags, for example, on an elements other than the tags, remaining all are attributes. Appearance plus behavior. AB, it will give AB. Okay, next. Next, what we are done in the next session, we have installed the Angular setup. Okay, simply follow the steps and then Angular setup. So we're done with the Angular setup and created a project. So how we are going to done Angular setup? Simply go here. First you require the Node.js because Node.js are used to compile your Angular code to JavaScript because browser ultimately understands only JavaScript. So first install as per your OS or operating system or whatever it is. Next, what you need to do? Once download, then you need to install the Node package manager. npm install. Okay, and then check for the Node version, npm version. If you don't want to install, you can able to directly use this command for the npm install -g. G is nothing but a global Angular CLI. Okay, once you install, your setup is done. It will take the 10 to 15 minutes. Follow simple these steps. Next, to create a project. Just to go for a D folder, E folder, or F folder, whatever the folder. Create a name with a project. Inside of the project, what we need to do? For example, here I created a project. Simply press command. So Angular 4 version, Angular 2 plus is the versions we are going to learn. In the Angular 4 version, there is a feature called Angular CLI. What it will do? It will create the files behalf of us and it will compile the code. Simply press enter. What you need to do? ng new and then project name. Then your project will be created like this. Project creation is done. Later in the session, what we have discussed, please concentrate everyone here. We have discussed it about the file structure. Once that created, what we done? Simply open the Visual Studio Code and selected the folder. Yes or no? That is the thing I done. How to select? Simply open Visual Studio, go to the file, open folder. Once you click, then give a path here. Which path you need to give? Here already you are created, right, by using the command. Once that one done, go to the src. That src path you need to give it here. So I give an src path. Then my project is loaded. Let's see the Angular folder structure. First and foremost is the node modules. Once Angular is installed, right? Sorry, Angular project is done, right? The setup, you can able to see the node modules. This is node modules is simply a library. Node modules is simply a library which can able to convert your JavaScript or whatever the files you are going to write to the TypeScript. That's it. Next, src. Src is nothing but source. Source files will be here. Application, all the application specific files will be Reliance or SR. And then important one is the package.json. Let me open this package.json. So package.json, what is the things it contains? It contains the compilation commands of Angular, compilation, building all the commands, and then version specific. What are the versions you are going to use as a part of the Angular or any third party? So all the versions it will be contained. Package.json were frequently changing, but not frequently as per the requirement. For example, you are going to add any third party library. For example, if you want to interact with the Kendo grid, sometimes client will ask Kendo grid. For that one, no need to worry. Go to the Kendo site. You can able to follow the instruction. That we will see later. So package.json will be ultimately changed. Next, remaining all files will not be changed, and which are the only useful for the Angular to compile or process the certain things. That's it. Remaining files, we're not going to modify anything. In the src, we can able to see the few things. Here, the main purpose of the one single page application is nothing but it contains the only one HTML, that is nothing but index.html file. Other than the index.html file, remaining all your HTML files, once your folder structure is ready, right, then you can able to see app.component.html file as well as. But once you compile the code, all these converted to the JavaScript and CSS files. Okay. So those JavaScript CSS files are nothing but these main poly styles test. So these are that files. Once you compile the code, that will be done by using the node modules. So we don't need to worry about that one. Next, index.html. So this index.html file is the responsible for only the one page, which is responsible for to include any external links. Index.html file will be changed whenever initial project creation. For example, once you got the project from the client, what you will do, you are the team leader or somebody else, they will request these are the things you need to use. For example, Bootstrap. So after explanation in the 5-10 minutes, I will integrate some Bootstrap links here. How to do, I will explain. So only the one purpose to modification behind the index.html file is to add the any links or the scripting. That's it. Other than that one, no change. Please note that point. Other than that one, no change. Body, not at all changes. Next. So after index.html file, simply the important thing is the app. App is nothing but application folder. So whoever the set up the Angular as a part of the real-time projects, whoever working, right, they will not change this app folder files, because these are the common files which are for Angular, React as well as, so which is provided by the Angular itself. Okay, and Angular given the instruction, please follow, because they will write some rules on the top of these files. What type of the rules? For example, you are writing the index.html, but index.html, can I write something else? No. But where can I able to write? In that situation, app.component.html file, there you can able to write something, some text, hi, bye, or whatever it is as per your requirement. Some text you can able to write. But if I write the text, what is the link between these two? So the link is coming from the app.module.ts file. There is a one command called as a bootstrap. So bootstrap is not a that bootstrap styles. This is nothing but a one technical word, bootstrap, booting the starting point. Here we are specifying the app.component. Focus on that, press F12. Focus on that, press F12. These are the shortcuts, if you know that, good. Or else right click, go to definition, go to implementation, so whatever it is. So F12. Then your component will be loaded. So from this component, you are having the reference of HTML. Sir, what is this selector, template, style URLs? No need to worry. Those are not yet discussed. So as a part of the file structure, I just given that one. Okay. For that reference, how it will become, I'll explain one section that is required to explain about the component.ts file. Okay. First, I will explain this decorator and then the properties. Next. So with that certain step, automatically this file will be loaded. Let me load localhost 4200. So just now I written some text, right? Some text is came. Next. So this is about a folder structure class we have seen. Later, what we have done, we have just created a one component, login.component. How to create this component? How to create any component? The instruction before the creation of component, all the user